Here we are with our very first playthrough of Mountain Blade Bannerlord that's actually being recorded. Played through a lot of this, haven't played it in a while. Definitely been some updates since then. Last several playthroughs have been modded. I've never made it super deep. I always just get sidetracked on stuff. We're going to try to really build our own legacy here. I think they've added cutscenes, something like that. Yep, they've added something.
For 500 years, the Calradian Empire dominated the continent. Its armies scattered foes before them. The strongholds of proud tribes crumbled beneath its engines of war. From the forests of the north to the wastes of the south, all was brought beneath the standard of their legions. Brutal as the conquest was, the wise agreed that it brought peace. The land, now untroubled by armies, grew rich. But empires, like men, grow old. Leaders lose a common cause. Corruption spreads. Old enemies learn the Empire's tricks and devise new ones of their own. Until one day, the bonds holding the Empire snap. Then comes the Civil War, pitting all against all. A time of hatred. A time of suffering. But also, even in the worst hours, a time of courage and defiance. As new leaders arise, from new places and new peoples, to turn back the tides of destruction and bring forth a new world. From the ashes of the old.
Alright. 5% more amount from battles, 15% more income. Mercenaries. 10% production belongs to villages that are bound to castles. Recruiting and upgrading infantry troops 25% cheaper. Armies lose 20% of their daily cohesion. 20% less garrison troop wage. Being an army brings 25% more influence. Village herds increase 20% less. Caravans 30% cheaper to build. 10% less trade penalty. No speed penalty on desert. Daily wages of troops and party increased by 5%. Recruiting and upgrading mounted troops are 10% cheaper. 25% production bonus to horse, mule, cow, and sheep in villages owned by Kazoo trailers. 20% less tax income from towns. 50% less speed penalty and 15% sight range bonus in forest. Towns owned by Tanyan rulers have +1 militia production. 10% slower build rate for town projects and settlements. I kind of want to go Empire. We're not going to remain a part of the Empire later on. I kind of want to go Empire and go like Savage. But I mean, Battanians are by far the best one as far as this goes. I think I gotta do this. I I think I have to do this, right? I don't really have a choice. Look, I mean, that's just so much better. Go to the traditional ways. They paint their faces going to battle. Even their noblemen prefer to fight on foot while using great axes and 200 swords. That's definitely not me, though. I like my horse. Yo. I mean, yo, we could be a wee lad. We could be a wee lad. Or giant. I hate the smile. Come on. Instantly smile. I swear I found a big one. And a video. I was hoping for one that didn't look so goofy. That dude that we just passed did not smile. You know what? We're going with this guy. This is our guy right here. Let's hear the voice.
Victory!
That's terrible. Give me more.
Fall back! Infantry! Footmen, hear me! Advance!
Oh.
Side by side!
Oh, I like it. That's it. That's it. He doesn't need to be quite so big. Yeah, enough to command respect. Not enough to, you know, scare somebody off. Born into a family of the member of the chieftains. 10 skill levels, 1 focus point to 2-handed and bow. 1 attribute point to vigor. Healers. Medicine and charm, and then intelligence. Tribespeople are athletics, throwing, and control. Smiths are smithing, 2-handed, and endurance. Foresters, scouting, tactics, and cunning. Bards, roguery, charm, and social. I think we do 2-handed and bow and vigor. What does vigor give us? Oh, vigor right here. Move with speed and force. It's important for melee combat. Yeah, let's do that. As a child, we were notated for our leadership skill, leadership tactics and cunning. Brawn, 2-handed throwing and vigor. Detail, athletics, bow, and control. Way with the people, charm, leadership, and social. Skills with the horse, riding, medicine, and endurance. Yeah, I think riding all day. Like all village children, you helped out in the field. You also herded the sheep. Athletics and throwing. Control. Worked in the village smithy is 2-handed, smithing, and vigor. Repaired projects, smithing, engineering, and intelligence. Gathered herbs, medicine, scouting, endurance. Hunted small game, bow, tactics, control. Sold product at the market, trade, charm, and social. We'll go with that. As a youngster growing up in Caldera, war was never too far away. You were a chieftain's servant, steward, tactics, and cunning. Trained with the Hearth Guard, riding, polearm, and endurance. Stood guard with the garrison, bow, engineering, and intelligence. Rode with the scouts, riding, bow, and endurance. Trained with the infantry, polearm, one-handed, and vigor. Joined the Kern, throwing, one-handed, and control. Steward, tactics, and cunning, I think would be good for us. We're going to spread our points around a little bit. Before you set out for a life adventure, your biggest achievement was you defeated an enemy in a battle. I actually really like that one. Let's just read it. 1-handed, 2-handed, a point in vigor, 1 valor, and 20 renowned. Tactics and leadership, cunning, calculating, renowned. Invested some money in some land, trade and smithing, intelligence, calculating, and renowned. 10 renowned. Hunted a dangerous animal is point to polearm and crossbow. Attribute to control and +5 renown. Had a famous escapade in town. A point in athletics and roguery, endurance, valor, and renown. You treated people well. So that's charm, steward, social. +1 to mercy, generosity, honor, and 5 renown. I think we defeated I would love to have more in one-handed actually. But 2-handed will work. That's fine. But I like the 20 renowned right off the bat. Yeah, I like that a lot. Like many families in Caldera, your life was upended by war. Your home was ravaged by the passage of army after army. Eventually, you sold your property and set off with your father, mother, brother, and your 2 younger siblings to a new town you'd heard was safer. but you did not make it. Along the way, the inn at which you were staying was attacked by raiders. Your parents were slain and your 2 youngest siblings seized, but you and your brother survived because you subdued a raider. Adds more to one-handed athletics and vigor. Drove them off with arrows. That's bow tactics control. Rode off on a fast horse. Riding, scouting, endurance. You trick the raiders, roguery and cunning, or you organize the travelers to break out, leadership, charm, and social. I actually really like the leadership one there. We don't have anything in leadership right now. Huh. That actually might be beneficial. You organize the travelers to break out. I mean, you subdue a raider would be good. That would put 2 points in one-handed, but I think we're just as much going to talk our way out of things as we are going to fight our way out of things. So, our name is Onset. Our culture is Britannia. Our family is a member of the Chieftain's Hearth Guard. Early childhood, our skills with horses. Our adolescence, we sold stuff at the market. Our youth, we were the chieftain's servant. Our young adult, we defeated an enemy in battle. And our story background is we organized travelers to break out. We are... I'm going to put this on Bannerlord. That puts everything to realistic. Yep, enable all battle deaths. I'm not a huge fan of that, but we're going to go with it. We could auto-allocate camera part. I don't think we're going to do that. We're not going to do that. I do want to go with Ironman mode, though, which is going to really suck for me. I've never played on Ironman mode. But for this playthrough, we are going to go with Ironman mode. Jeez, that guy's excited, isn't he? We're not going to worry about the tutorial. So what's going on here is we're looking to go after those guys that took our family, our brother and sisters. Thanks for all the love and support. Smash that subscribe button. Peace.